what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. So today I wanted to talk about the little white S10 that you guys have been watching on here. Of course, you've seen this thing out on a couple different videos on my channel. This thing got 96,000 views at one time, and it has been hiding out. You guys haven't seen it in a while, but this little truck right here has become a little sensation on my channel. It's been a fun build, and right now it's in storage because the weather has been absolutely terrible here. It's pouring the snow. This is two-wheel drive. I'm not doing anything with it. And it went as a daily driver for a long time, and when I bought the ZR2, it replaced me daily driving this truck. So I wanted to give you guys an update on where the S10's been and what has happened to it. So pretty much it's been parked here and just put into storage because I have no insurance on it at the moment, and it's been pulled, so it's just kind of hanging out in the garage. However, I never really told you guys what all was actually done to this truck. You just saw the video on it, and that was a long time ago. That was like probably 3 to 4 years ago, last video you saw with the S10. So when I got the truck, it had 53,000 miles on it, and it was bone stock. Looked nothing like this. So what I ended up doing was repainted the entire truck and lowered it. It's DJM springs in the front and spindles. It's got a 4-inch drop front, DJM blocks in the rear, so it's got a 3-inch drop in the rear. The exhaust is a Flowmaster, comes out the back, and they just pretty much dump around each side of the license plate there. It's kind of nice and hidden. And then I put a bed liner in it a long time ago, and it got daily drove like this for a long time. Of course, put these nice little SS badges on there, and the engine is basically bone stock in this truck, and not a whole lot done to it. I've done an air intake on it, and that's pretty much it. You know, other than air intake and exhaust, I just daily drove the thing. This is a 2.8 V6 with a 5-speed. It's showing about 18,000 on the clock, but I've put 70 or 80,000 miles on it myself, just daily driving it. Really clean though, in all honesty. I mean, this truck is in fantastic condition for, you know, a 93 S10. This thing is just awesome, in my opinion. Of course, I had some nice little things I added along the way here. But the, you know, younger days of me riding around, this is what I cruised in. I couldn't afford the Camaro, and I didn't have that much money, so I built an S10. And inside of this thing, this is probably one of my favorite little builds. This interior has not been touched. I bought it like this. It is in excellent condition. There is no tears, no nothing. Nothing wrong with it anywhere. Dash isn't really ripped or anything. So these seats are, they're bucket seats out of a Blazer I found in a junkyard and had them recovered, redone. Everything got refinished on them. New foam in them. Done an Alpine radio in the truck. And of course it's got a Grant steering wheel in it. Got a little tack over there because they don't have RPM gauges in it. And then I've got the covers off right now. I was doing some work to these speakers, but they're Pioneers. And then in the back here in this rear panel, I've actually got, there's 2 Alpines in there. So it's got a really good sound system in it. Of course, this is a 5-speed. And then, oh yeah, these floor mats are a little dirty right now because I've been getting in and out of it. But they're SS mats. You can get them from Lloyd's Mats, and they're custom fit to the S10s. They'll custom fit to the floor. I thought that was kind of cool. Another little thing I added here was the kicker. Slim sub. It fits right in between the driver and passenger seats. And I've got an amp back here. It's a Class D 500 watt. I think it's a kicker. It's a heck of an amp. So that's kind of the update on the S10. That's where she's been all this time. And I had a little obsession with Moon Eyes there for a while. This truck had rallies on it, and it had like a sort of a hot rod, rat rod theme going on. And it was a lot of fun like that. And now it's been turned into just a... Of course, you can tell it hasn't been out a lot with all the squeaks and stuff in it. This truck has not been drove in probably a year. It has set right here. That's been started and ran But that's just an update on the S10. I figured you guys were wondering where it was at, because the last video you all seen on this truck was probably 3 or 4 years ago. It's been done. But honestly, you know, the next step for this, I've said LS swap on the gray truck. I've said I wanted to LS swap this. I want to do both. I don't know when I'm going to do it. It will happen. It'll get a crate engine, and it'll get done right. So, these wheels are a little different. I don't think I had these wheels in the video that you guys seen. I had a set of Boss 338s on it, and I had a kid that came into the place I worked at and begged me, you know, he said, will you please sell me these wheels? I priced them ridiculously high with the tires that were bald, and he bought them. And I couldn't tell him no. It was a good deal. You know, it worked out good for him because he wanted wheels with tires, and I made him kind of a deal on them, and I got my money back out of them with bald tires. So I was like, yeah, that's pretty good. These wheels are the same Rev Classic wheels that were on Dad's Camaro that you've seen out there. And they're in pretty good shape. There's not really anything wrong with them. They've been on the truck for a couple years now. It's running a set of Nitto NT 555s. These are a 275 4018 on the rear. And on the front, I'm running a 245 4018. Clears the brakes, no problem. And they look awesome. I've had good luck with those. It's rode great. It's been a good daily driver, but now, you know, it's time to do something with this truck and bring it back to the channel. But I wanted to provide an update for you guys. See if I can get around the backside. It's got a roll pan on it, as you guys seen in the video. We'll try to get it out and do some stuff with it in a couple, you know, once it warms up, I'm going to put insurance back on it and we're going to bring it back to the channel. But this intake, you can order these plenums. They'll fit, you know, basically you just get the right size diameter, measure your throttle body, your carburetor, and then I'll just piece this together at a local parts store. So this truck runs and drives just fine. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. It's a great truck. I will be bringing it back to the channel, and it will probably become a daily driver again for a little while. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but this paint is in really good shape. You know, it's got some places in it, but man, it's for a daily driver. You know, I put 60,000 miles on this truck, 60 to 80, I can't even remember. Let's see, actually around 70,000 miles on this truck, and the paint is just, I try to take really good care of it. I couldn't help for some of the rust in the cab corner. She's getting some cancer, but look at how good the paint is. It's almost flawless. I mean, the tailgate needs a little work, and then the roll pan needs a little work, but here's really the area on the S10s that you guys are going to see that's going to catch the most problems. Your cab corners, they're shot in this particular side of the truck. Absolutely ruined. So I will have to have a cab corner put in, and I will also have to have the tailgate touched up. It's got a place on it like that too. That's what's bad. This truck's been painted for 3 or 4 years now. And, you know, probably in this video you guys are thinking, man, this thing looks really good. And, you know, I know where its problems are. But it is actually, honestly, it's almost perfect. The paint is actually really good, guys. Other than the little bit of rust that's popping up the cab corner. I've maintained it. I used to keep wax on this thing all the time. And I still do. It's sitting down here. It's not hurting anything. Just gathering dust. Start it up from time to time. But yeah, there's your update on this 93 S10. Of course, this truck has undergone a lot of changes throughout the years. I blacked these side markers out. I would open this door. It's so cold outside, though. But this thing's so much fun. I'll probably throw an LS down in it. This summer, you know, I definitely plan on doing a build. And this is probably going to be, you're going to see more videos about this thing coming. I'd like to get an LS1 in the 6-speed or a 5.3 or something fun. You know, I'm trying to decide between running an automatic and a manual transmission. So comment below if you'd like to see a build on the white S10. Comment below also, you know, let me know if you think automatic or manual in this truck. I'm thinking manual. I think it'd be fun with a 6-speed in it. So I kind of want to do like a little daily driver LS truck with a 6-speed for the summer, and then, you know, you guys seen the ZR2 on this page too. So we're going to do some stuff with that in the winter. We're going to do some stuff with this in the summer. Just stay tuned. I've definitely got plenty of content coming for all you truck guys out there. So you don't like too much for replacing this now. But the old piston was pouring fluid.
Take his cap out right here.
You've got nice braided lines going back to this thing.
Oh yeah.
We do it right around here. Fool around. If everyone's wondering where the Camaro's been, it's been in storage over here. So there's the 1LE. For anybody wondering where all the videos are on it, it's currently sitting on a lift. All cleaned up, ready to go to the next car show that we're going to have, but that's kind of it for now. But anyway, wanted to provide an update. Stay tuned on this thing. We're not done with it.